Hello from Sweden and welcome to this reading. This will happen or be yours no matter what, it is destiny. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards. The one that you feel the most drawn to will be your reading today. We're also using different tarot decks in each of the piles. So we have pile number 1 with the eagle. We have pile number 2 with the fox. And we have pile number 3 with the panda. Okay, this is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Otherwise, you can scroll down to the comment section where you will find your timestamps. And I will see you guys in your sub readings. Just letting you know that I've opened up bookings for November 7-day remote healing on my website nordicl.com. Hello, pile number 1 and welcome to your reading. So this will happen or be yours no matter what because it is destiny. You felt drawn to the eagle. We're putting it here in the corner and we're just going to dive into your reading. We're going to take 2 of these cards, 2 of these cards and a couple of tarot cards. We're going to start with those messages and then we'll naturally continue with some oracle cards as we go. And probably even some more tarot cards. So we're going to come back to the eagle. Let's just prepare. So what will happen or be yours no matter what, because it is written in your destiny. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do these 2. I want to take this one. Okay, we got 3 of these. That's completely fine. And I have a new tarot deck. The Woodland Wardens Tarot. Look at that. It is speaking with us with these 2 cards. Popped out so nicely. Maybe we should start with these 3 cards. I think so. Okay, so back to the eagle. We have air element, we have earth element, creating some type of balance here. We have ancestral healing. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. I was already getting a lot of messages for this card, but I want to take some more cards to see here, and we're just gonna integrate everything so I can give you a coherent message. We have make a wish. Okay, this is nice. And we have awakening. Interesting. So I have to start because I feel this channeling flow coming. I think pile number 1, one thing that's coming out so strongly is how you're meant to be different from the family that you were born into and from the circumstances that you were born into. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. You're meant to do something different and become somebody different than what life set you up to become, or the circumstances of your life. So something with because the eagle is soaring high, so this I see you really breaking free from, I don't know, your family, and there's some very deep awakening here. But I would say more, I'm getting a very light feeling because there's something heavy as well. There's definitely something heavy in your past and maybe in your childhood and maybe how you grew up or maybe karmically that you're carrying. But I feel like I don't even want to go there because in this reading, we're talking about this will happen or be yours no matter what. It's destiny. What is destiny? For you to break free and to find out who you truly are and what you're truly meant for. And I think it's completely different from your family, from your relatives, Maybe even, you're standing out in your community. And maybe you're starting off in your life and you study and you get a family and you do like all the ordinary things. But at a certain point in your life, with awakening here, it's like you're taking a new route. It is like you're doing something completely new. Make a wish here. It almost feels like at a certain point in your life, you're going to activate a spiritual awakening and a spiritual acceleration of some type. Yeah, very strong spiritual awakening, and that's gonna crack you free from the old dense energies. It's almost gonna force you to change personality, or it's going to make you leave. Yeah, you leave the old. I just keep feeling like you're different. Like it's the black sheep. Yeah, this could definitely be like you're the black sheep in the family, and you have problems and issues and anxieties, and you're sensitive and you're vulnerable, and this is all your gifts, but at a certain time, it was a burden, and you were maybe the black sheep in the family. But then something happens and you're finding your true path, and your true path has to do with spiritual growth and spiritual awakening and your gifts. And you do have, with the eagle here, very connected to Native American Indians and sages and saints and shamanistic energy and priest and priestess and witch. You have a lot of spiritual energy in your past lifetimes, but also as a soul. So this is like when you are awake and when you are activated, your whole life is going to change into another direction. And it's like you finally found your home, and the black sheep becomes something else. It's like you're going to erase that what is it called, concept, or erase that name on you, and you're gonna become some. Maybe you're even gonna change your name. Yeah, some people do that. I changed my last name. Actually, my first name is Angel. That sounds weird maybe, but it is. But I changed my last name to Forest, but in Swedish, Skog, because I like the forest. And I didn't want to carry the name of my family anymore, because I felt like I outgrown that, the heaviness of, because all the people that have really hurt me has been family members. My mother, my father, my uncle. Yeah, really like people that really hurt me. So I didn't want to carry that name anymore because it wasn't resonating with me anymore. I was growing, like it was, my energy was so different. So this is you. You're meant to break free from your DNA, your family karma, the burden, who your family set you up to become, to really become who you're meant to become. And who are you meant to become? Somebody that's free. And I feel a lot of happiness here. Somebody that's free and happy, and that has found their own path, and is living their life according to what makes them happy, to what makes you happy, not to satisfy somebody else's wishes. We have strength with solar plexus. Yeah. I feel like in this pile, even the red here makes me think of anger. I think in this pile you have experienced, being the black sheep, it's not a nice feeling. It feels like you're being abused almost. So yeah, it's something with like experience, like some type of emotional abuse or power struggles with strength in the solar plexus chakra here. Solar plexus and root chakra comes out here. But yeah, you're meant to take your power back. And I feel like also, because at the time in your life you were also very sensitive and wounded and vulnerable. So you have experienced like a lot of disappointments before. You are meant to experience success. This is the duality here, or the contrasting energies. You started out experiencing a lot of karma, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of disappointments. But then you're also going to experience success, and how it is to not be the black sheep, but somebody beautiful. Not only that, but also wise with the eagle. Somebody that's holding like a lot of wisdom, a lot of spiritual power. Sensitivity, yeah, keep coming up, your sensitivity. Yeah, you're highly psychic and you're highly sensitive. And before it was a vulnerability. Now it's supposed to be your the things that were a problem before and a vulnerability is going to be your superpower. when an empath is not healed, or when the wounded healer is not healed, we are very imbalanced. But you're meant to be healed, and you're meant to be a healer, the healed healer, and the super empath, somebody that's sensitive but powerful, that is balanced, that has unlocked the hidden gifts and are using them to create the most beautiful life for themselves. Emotions. Yeah, oh wow, yeah, this is definitely the sensitive soul. And once again, I'm getting the black sheep here. Like, you could have been the black sheep in the family, the one who always was sensitive, having emotional problems, having mental problems, maybe even physical problems. And it was like, they could be like even like feeling like a victim here, because of course we feel like a victim when everything goes wrong, and we feel like powerless, like something with feeling powerless as well. You were powerless. And you're meant to take back that power and realize you are not powerless. You are so strong. So strong, so wise, so connected. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. These two came up in reverse. No, that one. Look at that. King of Pentacles in reverse and King of Cups upright. So King of Pentacles. Wow, this is good. Let's start with these two cards. King of Pentacles in reverse, and I keep feeling like there was some shakiness in your life when it's connected to relationships, finances, career, health, and this is because of it's because of your sensitivity and your vulnerability, and you just being a very, like, this world in itself is just so harsh for you. It has been so hard for you to thrive and to survive. And also there's something karmically with your family. There's something karmically with your family. So yeah, it could be that you're very different from your family members even. But your ground has been shaky with the King of Pentacles in reverse. It has been shaky, but with the King of Cups upright, this is you, King of Cups upright is the spiritual teacher. The King of Cups upright is the very wise energy, very emotionally mature and full of wisdom, and very creative, very joyful as well, because Cups has to do with creativity, and creativity comes with a lot of joy, but very intuitively, psychically connected as well. So this world will not make sense for you until you have been activated your spiritual awakening, and then things are going to start to make sense for you. Because before, it's like you're trying to become like a human being living in the matrix. You need to study, you need to have this and this, you need to have things to make sure that you are an okay person. But it was hard for you. It was hard for you because you're really not meant to have a normal life. You were always meant to spiritually awaken and to find your own path and to unlock your gifts and learn about yourself and your sensitivity. And take back your power, realize your power. Yeah, realize your power. And where there was a lot of failures before in your life, you're meant to experience a lot of success, but you're meant to experience it in your way. Say that your parents, they want you to become a doctor or a teacher. They wanted you to get married. This is success for them. And you thought, okay, this is success. Okay, this is how I'm going to get love from my family and how they're going to accept me, because I don't want to be the black sheep. So I'm going to marry someone and I'm going to study. But it was hard with relationships, and it was hard with studying maybe. Or, it wasn't satisfying. Maybe it wasn't hard, but maybe it wasn't satisfying. You did everything right, but you still feel this void in your heart. And you're like, why do I feel this void? Because you have another path. And then, I just see this Make-A-Wish like a fairy godmother just say, okay, now it's time to wake up. And they just go, poop. And you're like, whoop, whoop, wow. And you all of a sudden, it is like you have new eyes. It's like your third eye is open, your crown chakra is open, your heart is open in a whole new way, and you're starting to question everything. You're like, who am I? And what is this rat race that we're living in? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of marriage and work and finances or money and this and this? It's like could be a dark night of the soul here as well, that you're going through a dark night of the soul, but you're starting to question a lot of things. And that's a part of it. And then you're starting to heal, you're starting to find your path, you're starting to learn about yourself and your gifts. And everything is starting to make sense. And then it's like you're on the right path. And on this path, you're meant to find true emotional and spiritual fulfillment. You're meant to find your purpose, your career purpose, people that are meant to be in your life. And you're meant to heal the wounds of you being the black sheep and everything, all the disappointments that you had to go through. We have 4 of Swords. You're meant to find peace. Yeah, you're meant to truly find peace and fill up that void within you that somehow it feels like you always carried. Like you weren't enough, life wasn't enough. There's just this sense of it's not enough. And it's because there's some type of deep spiritual quest this lifetime where you're meant to do what makes your heart and soul sing. Maybe doing something creative even with the King of Cups. But yeah, you're meant to do something that's so right for you. And you do have ancestors, galactic ancestors, but also earthly ancestors, from past lifetimes that are supporting you. Yeah. I think also you're healing something within your family by healing yourself and by being so different. You are helping your family members as well. We have, look at this, we have happiness, joy of life. Yeah, you're really meant to experience happiness, success, and joy. And self-love. Self-love is the key here, actually. Self-love and self-worth. Because when we are the black sheep, we don't feel this. We feel like something is wrong with us. Everybody sees us as the bad seed almost. Like, okay, this person always has problems. And, they're so sensitive and they're not, balanced and their life is not stable. So, it's not nice. And then we start to feel very bad. And we don't want to feel like that. So we're trying to fix it, but it seems like it's not working. And there's just more disappointments. But it is the path of spiritual awakening. This is where you're going to fix yourself. And I don't want to say fix yourself because that sounds wrong, because there's nothing wrong with you. Where you will realize that there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing wrong with you. And to accept yourself fully and your sensitivity and your vulnerability. It's very hard to be an empath. It's very hard to be a sensitive soul in a world like this. I think, it's about honoring that we are different and realizing with this being different also means that we want other things. The normal things might not fulfill us. So you're always meant to walk your very specific path that resonates with you. Peace. I mean, look at this. We have happiness, joy of life, and peace. Open your heart. Yeah, this is what you're meant for. You're meant for happiness and you're meant for peace. After maybe a very difficult life. Yeah, maybe after a very difficult life, you had to be very strong here. There was a lot of pain. We have adventure. Experience, taking risks, and wish. It is an experience. Yeah, look at you. Maybe you have somebody that's going to join you on this journey. Because we have 2 here. A little boy and a little girl. So it could be that you have somebody that's riding with you into this adventure of spiritual awakening, personal growth, taking back your power, unlocking artistic creative abilities and doing something completely different than the rest of your family, the rest of your community, your peers, your friends, and just like finding your own path and creating your own life in a way that suits you and makes your soul sing. We also have protection. Warrior, safety, acts of kindness. Yeah, before it was hard for you to protect yourself. It feels like you were very, what's it called? Like outspaced, like spaced out. Yeah, very spaced out in your energy. You didn't have clear energetic boundaries. When we have empathic sensitivity and we don't know it, it's very hard, when we grow up. But then when we learn about our needs to clean our aura, to make sure that our chakras are open, we are aware of what we're thinking, what we're feeling, we are aware of other people's energies and not to mix it too much together And if we have somebody negative in our life, you know, we don't allow their energy to come deep into our energy because it will mess us up. It's very hard when we don't know all those things. We become very spaced out, and when we act out, maybe we start smoking weed because we want relief. We start drinking alcohol because we want relief. We start, you know, doing things to get some relief. Could be there's many empaths that turns to drugs and alcohol, so that's nothing strange. But here, protection. We have a beautiful deer here showing the sensitivity. Now you know how to protect yourself. You know, now you know how to protect yourself. You know how to keep yourself healthy. And I think, you know, people might be surprised, but because the black sheep, the black sheep is becoming somebody very successful and stable. With the King of Cups, very stable, very wise. And it could even be like people in your family is going to start to respect you in a whole new way, or starting to look up to you in a whole new way. And maybe even people are turning to you for advice. And maybe even people that you thought were very stable before, and you look at them, you're like, they're not stable, you know, because now you are so healed and you are so stable. So this is really like a shift around here. We have 10 of Swords. Yeah, you went through some really heavy pain, I think. Yeah, really heavy pain and disappointments. Look at this. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And we have the Badger here. Yeah, Badger goes so good together with Strength. You're so strong. I mean, you are so strong. You have endured pain and suffering. Yeah, I mean, if people knew how much pain you have endured, they wouldn't be able to handle it, but you did. You're very strong. Yeah, you're very, very strong. So don't ever think something else, because what you have done, not many people would have managed to do. Some people, they get lost, you know, completely lost. But it seems like you took a very bad situation. You took a very bad life, maybe even, and you have turned it, or you're meant to turn it into something amazing. Yeah, into something very amazing. I feel like I want to cry now. Yeah. And we have Two of Cups. So yeah, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. You're meant to experience true love. I mean, if somebody deserves true love, it is you, because it seems like you have experienced a lot of hate, or a lot of unconscious people hurting you, making you disappointment, difficult relationships. And most of all, it feels like you have experienced a difficult relationship with yourself. And this is the hardest. When we have a difficult relationship with ourselves, it's very hard. You know, we don't like ourselves, we don't love ourselves, we don't feel confident, we don't feel worthy, we're insecure. Fear, we're walking around in this world with so much fear, but it's not so easy, you know. It's not like our parents helped us. You know, I think one of the most difficult things that we can experience is unconscious parents that hurts us. I think that's really hard for a human being, for a girl or a boy that has grown up in those circumstances, to become somebody stable and successful. And I mean successful, like success for me is like being somebody that's carrying inner peace and self-love and confidence, and that's a good and kind person. It's very hard, but this is what's so great. You managed, even though everything was so not in your favor. Like so many people hurt you, and it was so many things that was not in your favor. And your sensitivity even was so hard. And maybe you didn't even have somebody supporting you. It's very hard when we don't have support and when somebody doesn't see us. So true love is also on your path with the King of Cups and Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. I mean, this is so nice. Yeah, I mean, you're meant to experience true joy, true love, true partnership, happiness, maybe healing together with someone. Healing the heart together with someone, and peace. It is such a nice adventure here. You're also meant to learn how to protect yourself and not allow somebody to make you feel bad about yourself ever again. Yeah. Okay, pile number 1. This was definitely my pile. I think all the piles today is going to resonate. So if you want to check another pile, feel free to do so. Pile number 1, this was your reading. Yeah, if you want to share your story, please feel free to do so. I like reading your stories. Yeah, I do. Either way, pile number 1, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Just letting you know that I've opened up bookings for November 7-day remote healing on my website, nordicl.com. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So this will happen or be yours no matter what. It is destiny. You felt drawn to the fox. Let's put it here in the corner and let's just dive into your reading. We're going to take 2 of these cards. We are going to take 2 of these cards, a couple of tarot cards. We're going to start with those messages and then we'll continue with some oracle cards I prepared and maybe even some tarot cards as we go. So what will happen? Or be yours, no matter what. I got a very... Okay, we're gonna do 3. We did that in pile number 1. Yeah, I got a very strong word for pile number 2 before I started, and I heard something with conquer. So you're meant to conquer something, maybe. Deck is too big for my hands. Okay, we got 6 cards for you. Oh, I want this one as well. 7 cards. That's fine. So, let's see what we got here. Fox. Shadow work. There are no shadows without light. We have earth element and we have air element. And I heard some of you saying shadow work. Oh no, but I don't think this is going to be so much about shadow work in itself, because I feel very, and I did it already yesterday when I was preparing the reading. I was feeling a very positive energy here. Let loose, yeah. Yeah, let loose. Let loose. And look how the fox is looking here at the let loose card. And the purple here also makes me think of purple is connected to the violet flame. Something is transcendent here. So you're free from something here and you're having fun. Okay, so we got let loose. We have body balance. Let me just quickly censor this card a little bit. Okay, sorry. We have body balance. Let's do these 3. We have dialogue. We have truth. Communication with dialogue and truth here. Let loose. Have fun. We also have interference. Interesting. Interference. Why is this? It feels like you're meant to get rid of something here. Okay, this is just the first. I think you're going to have several messages here, actually. We have the chariot. Conquer. Yeah, the chariot is the conqueror. Conquer something here. And what is... Foxes can be connected with tricky energy, but fox is also connected with intelligence. Very clever. The fox is very clever. Can get to the chickens, you know. He can get to the chickens or the hens in the cage. And so they're very intelligent. And I really like the fox here. It's giving me very positive energy. Chariot, to conquer something. You're meant to conquer something that's interfering with your energy. Interfering with your energy. And I put the selenite here as well. The selenite crystal is very high vibrational. Has an angelic vibration. And it's one of the crystals that never has to be charged or cleansed. I think you can charge it, but it never has to be cleansed. It cleanses itself because it has such a high vibration. Imagine that. Maybe maybe you're meant to become that. Somebody that has such a high vibration, you don't even have to cleanse your aura anymore. Just, you know, anything that comes in touch with you, it just like becomes transmuted by itself. So I think you're meant to like be able to... I feel like you've been carrying some energy, you know, that's interference. This could be the pile where you experience curses, black magic, psychic attacks, evil eye. And something with communication being difficult people interfering with your life, interfering with your energy, messing with your energy. Somehow you're meant to free yourself from that. And it's also been affecting with your body. Yeah, it's like something, and you're meant to be free from that. Okay, we got the tower. This makes so much sense. This pile number 2 is an interesting pile, actually. Chariot and the Tower, because I feel like almost like, okay, I think pile number 2, I think you have like karma with very difficult people, like evil people almost. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to say evil people, but I feel like, yeah, because there's just some things like so that feels so heavy here, but it feels like it's not yours. That's the feeling. I feel like the heaviness doesn't come from you. The need to do shadow work doesn't come from you even. It's like something is stuck in the shadow, but it doesn't come from yourself. Maybe we're going to figure out. We have the Tower, we have the World. Look at this, 3 major arcana. Chariot, you're meant to conquer. The Tower, and the world will be yours. Maybe you're meant to move away. Maybe you're meant to move countries, to escape somebody. Who is the Tower? Tower is connected to Mars. Mars is connected to Aries. Could this be an Aries? Do you know an Aries that is interfering with your energy, messing with you? Because I feel like a lot of power. I feel like you have a lot of power. Pile number 2. Maybe you're coming from pile number 1. Yeah, maybe you're coming from pile number 1. So if you want the first part of the story, pile number 1 could be your part. Because here you are strong. Pile number 2. So this maybe you're meant to be very strong, meant to be very healed, meant to have very strong integrity, and nothing is meant to be able to mess with you. I see, like nothing. Nothing can mess with your energy. Nothing can mess with your head, your mind, your emotions. You are completely unmessable, and you're having fun, letting loose. You're traveling the world, maybe. You're letting loose, you're having fun. So it's not like you're protecting yourself with fear and avoiding people and avoiding life because you're scared of people and you're scared of life. No, you're out here. You're meant to enjoy your life fully, and you're meant to have very nice communication with people. We have dialogue, we have truth, and this also gives me very pure energy. But there is something there you're karmically carrying this lifetime, or it's like attacking you in some way. We have 3 of Swords. Yeah, it makes so much sense. The Chariot is conquering the 3 of Swords. Who is putting swords in your heart? Who is putting swords in your heart? We have Page of Pentacles with the Tower. I hope it's not your own child, because here it looks like a child here. For some of you it could be. You have very strong karma with your own child. That has to be so difficult, actually. I can't even imagine. Yeah, that's a very difficult karma. Page of Pentacles. Could be a father, a mother as well. We have 7 of Wands. Yeah. 7 of Wands. Look at this fierce. Look at the fierce face here. It's like, yeah, get away, you know. Really have to stand their ground and protect. Stand their ground. Yeah, for some of you, it could be that you're moving, you're even moving country. Maybe it's the country in itself that's just so heavy you can't live there anymore. Yeah, could be that could be in your destiny to move away to another country. What's this last card? King of Wands. Oh wow, look at this. Another fire element. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries comes out here. And the King of Wands is bringing fire. This is a war. This is a war. I'm so sorry if you're experiencing war. But it seems that you're meant to save yourself, move away. If it's a war, if this is family members, or if this is some other evil person. And I keep saying evil, and I usually don't use words like that. And I feel like I don't feel any trace of negativity coming from you. I so like the fox and shadow work here. It feels like here you are done with your healing. You are done with your shadows. You are powerful. You are strong. You know how to protect yourself. You're not scared. You know exactly what to do. You're connected with higher truth. You know how to handle any type of interference here. Your body is strong. It could even be that you're healed some health issues. I want to put one more tarot card here. Yeah, maybe you healed some health issues. 8 of Pentacles. At a certain time in your life, you're working very hard. That's also, but here in here, this will happen or be yours no matter what. This is talking more about, okay, you will be, what will happen or be yours? You will be completely healed. Yeah, you will be very powerful in that. And you will have no fear, no fear. And you will be ready to take on the world in the way that suits you. Before that, there's a part of your life where there's a lot of devotion and a lot of hard work with getting there. We have 2 of Swords. Yeah, 2 of Swords. Yeah, you're meant to conquer with the Chariot. Conquer the things that are blocking you, the things that are in the way. And I do keep feeling like this very dark, heavy, evil, almost energy. And you're meant to realign. Feel the ebb and flow of life. Realign. Yeah, where are you moving? You're moving somewhere beautiful. So the war can represent like a real war in your country. And that you're not meant to live in that country. You were meant to be born into that country. You were meant to be you were meant to be that from that country, but you were never meant to maybe stay there. So that's one scenario. Another scenario is the war within your family, the war that you have with other people, the war that you have with certain type of energy attacks, curses, black magic, something like that, and you're never meant to stay in that. Look at this, how beautiful this card is. Are you meant to move near the sea or near an ocean? But wherever you're going, you know, there's let loose, there's carnivals, there is like, is this Brazil maybe? No, this is the New Orleans. I love this deck. Yeah, I would like to go to New Orleans one time. So New Orleans anyways, Oracle deck. So I guess this is New Orleans. But yeah, look at this. Music in the streets, nice street food, and there's the beach, and there's animals, and so this is you're meant to move away from a very boring and harsh and difficult life, where you need to struggle a lot to heal and to let go of the past, and then it feels like you're letting go of the whole place, and you're finding you're moving somewhere warmer. It feels warmer. Maybe that's just a metaphor from, you know, it's cold when it's difficult, and it's warm when it's not difficult. But moving somewhere warmer, being more realigned with life. Shelter. You are Sherry's. Finding your true home. Finding your true home. Maybe some of you are going to move to the Nordic countries if you're not from the Nordic countries. Or if you live in the Nordic countries, maybe you're meant to find a little cottage in the forest. Because look at this. She's in the forest here. And we have foxes. More foxes. Maybe you're meant to find true love because we have 2 foxes here. This is so beautiful. Or maybe you're meant to have pets or children. This is so you're meant to have a beautiful life. Yeah. So you go from this harshness and to this softness and very nice life. Yeah, very nice life. Nothing is messing with your energy. You're safe. You're protected. You found your true home, your cottage, your true country. Maybe some of you are going to buy a summer place, like what is it called, like a summer place? Yeah, summer cottage. Summer cottage, or like in another country. Dreaming. Yeah, we're dreaming now about all these things. Yeah, dreaming. Look at this, you relaxing here. Definitely it seems like you're living in nature, surrounded by nature. And this is so nice. Gifts, receiving, dreams. All these cards, look at this. All these cards, she looks so dreamy here. She looks so happy. There's animals, there's water, there's forest, there's the sky, there's the moon, I think, or maybe the sun. I mean, this is so nice. This is so nice. Yeah, you don't have to do any shadow work here. No. Yeah, you're just living in this higher alignment with life. And it feels like you're living somewhere, yeah, where people are happy and they're eating and drinking coffee together, laughing in the streets. People are playing music. Yeah, I really feel this. There's no war. Yeah, no war, no difficult people. Identity. recognition, self-awareness, and examine. Identity makes me once again feel like some of you, yeah, maybe you're meant to really move away from the country. Keep getting that, because we have the world here. World is traveling by air as well, by airplane. So that means you have to go. It's pretty far. If you travel by airplane, you know, you go at least, you know, pretty far. So, changing who you are. Yeah, you're changing who you are to somebody else. You're becoming somebody else. Yeah. And the identity here also is like almost like you needed to stay hidden, stay low, because it feels like you were dealing with a lot of like, what I keep hearing, evil energies. Like you were dealing with a lot of like, yeah, evil energies, and you needed to like. It was taking a lot from you to do that. We have 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, 4. Like at this, at a certain point in your life, you're just like stuck. You're stuck in the evil energy, or the heavy energy, or the difficulty, or the war, and you feel like she looks so bored. It's something like you're just so stuck there, but you're meant to conquer this. This is your. I don't know. It's like you're completely leaving this behind. Emperor. Yeah, yeah. For some of you, it's really the ruler of your country with the Emperor and the King of Wands. And the 3 of Wands. Yeah, once again, you are moving. You are leaving. It doesn't have to be moving country. These are just one scenario for some of you. But 3 of Wands could also be like moving city, moving home, moving house, changing environment. For some of you, it could be moving city in the same country. Because your back is turned now against the thing that was difficult. So I feel like a lot of distance between you and the thing that you have conquered. A lot of distance. So there's like people that are not in your life anymore, energies that's not in your life anymore. You're off having fun. I want to do 3 more cards. Yeah, we've got a lot of tarot cards for you. 10 of Cups, yeah, see. Happy ending for you. Such a happy ending for you. And you have family here. You have pets, you have family, you found your home. This looks like it's in France or Greece or Italy, Portugal. Yeah, so this looks like somewhere in Europe. Ace of Pentacles. This is nice. You go from 4 of Pentacles here. And 4 of Pentacles feels just like, together with the Emperor here, it just feels like you're, because she looks so bored. It's like, okay, I'm stuck here in some way. I'm just getting that feeling. So 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Look at this new beginning here for you, and Judgment. Yeah, you're saved. You're saved. You are saved. Life is going to be so good for you. Yeah, I don't know. I just see you living in this little town, cute little village. And, you know, you're smiling. You have a little basket. And you're going to the market to buy some fresh vegetables. And then you're going to go home and make some food and invite some friends over. And you're drinking red wine and you're laughing. Or if you don't drink wine, maybe you're drinking tea and you're laughing. And life is just so easy. I don't know, maybe you're going to get some money with the Ace of Pentacles, or like a new opportunity with work. But life is so easy for you. So easy. This is not in your town, not in your village, not in your country, not in your energy anymore. Yeah, that's the you're healed and happy now. That's the way it's going to continue. Okay, this was a very interesting reading. Pile number 2, this was your reading. Please do share your story in the comment section if you feel like it. I really enjoy reading your stories. Either way, you don't have to, of course. Either way, part 2, I do wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Just letting you know that I've opened up bookings for November 7-day remote healing on my website, nordicl.com. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So this will happen or be yours no matter what. It is destiny. You felt drawn to the happy panda. Yeah, I felt like calling this the happy panda. Let's put it here in the corner and let's just dive into your reading. We're taking 2 of these cards, 2 or 3 of these cards, a couple of tarot cards, and we're starting with those messages, and then we'll continue with some oracle cards I've prepared. and probably even some more tarot cards as we go. So what will happen or be yours no matter what? Pile number 3, because it is destiny. No? 2? Okay, we only got 2. We got the sun. Yeah, sun in the bottom. Goes good together with Happy Panda. Okay, let's start with these 4 cards. So we have Panda, we have air element, we have earth element, and we have balance. Ask how to bring balance to the situation and into your heart. We have flow. So we have balance. We have flow. Keep hearing Happy Panda repeating in my mind. We have peace. I don't know if you've seen the animated movies Kung Fu Panda. And they're pretty good, actually. Yeah, they're pretty spiritual. They have a spiritual element to them. But yeah, Kung Fu Panda, Happy Panda, flow, peace, balance. It's looking good. We have bliss. Wow. Wow, number 44 with bliss. Look at you here. Yeah, maybe you're meant to experience some very deep inner peace and bliss. Living completely in the flow of the now, living in balance, living in happiness. It seems like that. And having a big fortune. Maybe it's an inner fortune as well, because it seems like there's a lot of emotional wealth here. Yeah, big time emotional wealth here. And there's also an element of spiritual connectiveness, because we have bliss here. And there is a guru or a yogi, maybe it's called, sitting here and skinny. Yeah, it's very skinny. He has released all attachments. And he's just living here in the now. So yeah, I don't think you're going to release maybe all attachments, but it seems like maybe you will release all the attachments actually. And just live in bliss and happiness and inner peace. That's nice. Fortune can also be another type of fortune. We have number 5 here. I don't think the authors of the deck thought about that, because the 5th house in astrology is the house of fortune. So that's like a double up message here. Seems to be some big fortune coming into your life. We have the Hermit. Wow. This is destined to happen, or you or some of you are meant to become very enlightened, very awakened, very full of bliss and inner peace and balance. The Star! Wow, this is very successful. What else do we got here? 2 of Cups. I want to put this underneath. Look at this 9 of Pentacles. Wow, this was the best pile today. And actually, you know what? Today it was pile 1 followed, pile 2 followed pile 1, and pile 3 seems to follow pile number 2. So if you want to check pile 1, 2, either one, if you just want to check one pile, it should maybe be, choose one between 1 and 2. You don't have to watch both, I don't think. But I think you can choose one of them. If you want another part of the story, you don't have to, because it went so good together. Here, everything is just like so fine. Yeah, so nice. The Hermit, you're deeply connected with yourself, and with the 9 of Pentacles, you're living your life in independence, in luxury, in wealth, in abundance, in happiness, in peace, in bliss, in joy, in balance. With the Star here, everything is just so new, and it's just so new and unique. We have Aquarius is connected to the Star. You're living a very unique life, very free, very different. Yeah, very free, very different. King of Pentacles. And you're having, there seems to be some wealth here with King of Pentacles and the Fortune. So it's not like you're meant to become a yogi, naked yogi, skinny yogi with no food, no attachments, no house, no money, nothing. No. You're meant to reach this type of inner peace within you, but at the same time, have the stabilities and the comforts of life. And with Fortune and King of Pentacles, you're going to afford to live a very good life even. We have Two of Cups and we have the Fool. It could be that you're meant to experience a relationship that's also very non-conventional, that is also very free in a sense that it's like different in a sense that a more spiritual relationship. Yeah, let's go with that. You're meant to experience a different type of relationship that's very spiritual as well. But I think this is really talking about like a very unique, very different life, different from all your friends and peers and family members maybe. And you're just like, there's no trace of the past here. So something like everything, all the heaviness from your past is not a trace of it. If you hear the noise, it's my cats. I have locked them out the studio because they're getting so big. Yeah, they're getting so big. So when they jump on the table, the whole table disappears. And they make a lot of noise. Yeah, so now that's what you're hearing. So anyways, intuition, inner wisdom. Look how you're embodying the owl energy here. The owl, embodying the owl. It goes so good together with the hermit. You're meant to become a very wise teacher as well. Maybe people will travel to come and see you. Or people will come to you because you're selling them something or you're creating something. But I see something with like people coming to you. And I also see you living like outside the city. I had to look at the cards. Do we have any cities here? Sometimes it feels like you live a bit outside the city. And you have created your own paradise. This is so nice. Yeah, you've created your own paradise. Somewhere outside the city, and maybe you have like a studio or something, because I see people, this is so specific in detail that it's weird, but I'm gonna go with it. I see people taking like the bus from the city to come to you, and then they have to walk a little bit to get to your house. Very specific. Yeah, very specific. So you live like close to a city or a village, but not in the city. There's a bus stop. People come to you for something, to share your wisdom, to buy something from you. Maybe you're an artist, because I feel like this woman here is like almost like she's creating something with her hands and she's selling it, her paintings or her jewelry. Or there's retreats, maybe you're doing like yoga or I don't know what, but something like this, it seems. You're gonna become pretty old. Yeah, I heard that as well. Like you're meant to become old this lifetime, old and healthy, and experience a lot of peace in your the days where you become older. The days where you become older. For me, old is like 80, 90, older. So something like with becoming old and wise, the old crone. Old and wise, carrying inner bliss, and something with you have released attachments, but money is flowing through you so easy. It's like there's a flow of abundance and money just coming to you. You will never lack anything again. Everything you need will be there. Yeah, something with not lacking things. We have awakening. Live in the moment. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be living in the moment, living aligned with the now, living in bliss and joy, and be a lot of freedom. I see you walking out in the forest, like I don't know. It's really like you're becoming a part of the forest, and it's like you're. I don't know. It's like you have this connect. It seems like you're gonna have like a very deep spiritual connection that's gonna be, blissful. Yeah, it's like almost falling into this blissful states where you just walk out and you sit under a tree, and there's gonna be animals around you, and you're just gonna be so connected and so peaceful. There's no trace of fear. There's no trace of negativity, of conflict, of tension, and it's almost like you don't even have a phone. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to get to you almost. It's like I don't know, like you don't have a phone, and maybe somebody else is paying your bills, because it feels like you're like completely like I somehow it feels like you're gonna hire people that take care of a lot of things for you. So like life is gonna be very easy for you. You're gonna have like a lot of money. People are gonna come. They're gonna fix your garden. Somebody's gonna come. They're gonna take care of the parts of the business that is boring or that's just like takes a lot of time, like the bookkeeping. I think you say that in English. I would like that. But anyways. Something with like life is easy, and I do see you hired people. So I'm getting like very like specific details in this part, because I see like you can afford somebody's gonna come and clean your house. I wanted to see what type of house you have. I think it's medium big. It's not definitely not small. It's bigger than medium big, but it's not like a giant house. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit bigger than medium, but it's not like a big castle. That makes sense. Yeah, and I see you like you have a lot of money and you're like hiring people to help you with stuff. And it's so easy and you're so nice and you're just so like carefree. Like there's no worries anymore. You have no problems. You have no drama. You are just going with the flow. I mean, some of you, this is enlightenment. If you're working towards enlightenment, it seems to be happening here. Yeah, it seems to be happening here. We have tenacity, dedication, determination, and stubbornness. This is very interesting because there's none of this energy in your reading. So let's see what else we got here. We have 33, 44, 33, 44. So it's and the badger, you know, we can connect the badger to ego, you know, stubbornness. And it's like you have no ego. So this is 33, this is 44. So this was ego, and then you don't have any ego. So at a certain point in your life, you're not going to have any ego. It's going to be gone. The key, mystery, moving forward, and knowledge. Wow, I like this, and I like this. I don't know what's something with the girl with the black hair and the bangs. Mystery. You're going to be, why do I see some of you are going to travel to India? Or you have some type of connection to India. Maybe you're from India. I know I have a lot of viewers from India. I love India. Yeah, I've been 3 times. And yeah, something with having a strong connection to India. And something with the Hindu gods and goddesses protecting you. Hindu, yeah, this comes out so strong. Yeah, a lot of Hindu goddesses and gods around you. You have a strong connection to India, Hinduism, also Buddhism. Hinduism, Buddhism. They're all around you. Wow, yeah, I mean, yeah, this is so interesting. And look at this, we have 32, the key, 32, 33, and then 44 here. So the key to break free from your ego. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's do 3 more cards. Why is everything a little bit crooked? Let me see if I can fix it. Yeah. Let's see, 3 more cards. We want 3 more cards. What do we have in the bottom? King of Cups. I already felt drawn to check the bottom. King of Cups. Yeah, some of you are really going to be teachers. Even if you like don't like identify yourself as a teacher or like something like that, but you're just going to be full of wisdom. So naturally people are going to be very drawn to you, drawn to your energy. I keep seeing people coming, like walking, coming to you. Maybe you're going to have some type of bed and breakfast. We have 3 of Swords. Interesting. We have Judgment. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like people are coming to you. Why it felt like this has more to do with them. People come to you with broken hearts and suffering and pain. And they come to you, to your bed and breakfast, or they come to your atelier. I don't know how to say that. To your studio. And they get in touch with your energy in one way or another. Or maybe you're like, you are some type of spiritual teacher. Or you're having some type of retreats. Or you have an animal sanctuary and people come there. But somehow people come and are drawn to you. Could be that they see your picture. And they're like, oh, or they see your work and they're like, oh, I feel drawn to this person, and they come to you and there's some healing happening once they are in your presence with judgment, some very beautiful healing happening, and they leave you. So this is the whole journey. They come to you, they get some keys when they're with you, because your awareness, your inner blissful state and your wisdom and your presence in the now changes things within them and helps them to balance their energy and helps them to heal. So they come here with the suffering here with the Three of Swords. They go through some big Pluto here with judgment. They go through some big shift in their energy, and they come out, Page of Pentacles, feeling so much lighter. And, with the coin in their hand, they're like, wow, they feel like they have new possibilities, like life is giving them new opportunities. And they feel ambitious with the Page of Pentacles, and they feel like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. So you change people. You change people. So you're like very important. I love your home. I want to come. I want to come and I want to sit and drink tea with you. I want you to be my grandma or my grandfather. I feel like I want to cry now because I see you becoming old like a grandma or a grandfather. And I see you having so much love for humans and so much love for nature. I see people coming to you and just being in your presence. It's so nice. I wish I had a grandma or a grandfather like that. Yeah, and it's just like so nice to be in your home, in your garden. I think you live like in some forests or some jungle or some type of, I don't know what kind of nature you have, but there's a lot of nature and there's a lot of animals, and there's just this, I almost just entering, it's just like a paradise. So you're gonna find a home that's just like, it's yours, it's waiting for you. It's like it's like so the perfect place. Yeah, if you ever want to move to your own paradise, it seems to be in your destiny here, you're going to find the absolute perfect place for you. And I see people working, once again, I see people working in the garden. So you're going to get help, like dealing with, I do see you alone here. I don't see, we have Two of Cups, yeah, we talked about that. Two of Cups, yeah, maybe you don't live with the person. We talked about Two of Cups and the Fool. Maybe you have an unconventional relationship. Many times, spiritual path, we, in this sense, we let go of all attachment. So there's no need for a relationship in the old way. I know Eckhart Tolle, who doesn't live together with his wife. They live in the same house and they live on the same floor, I think, but in different apartments, which I think is very inspiring because I don't live together with my twin flame. He has his own apartment, and now I have my apartment not far away from him, like 5 minutes, so that's very nice. Because there is like a need for, you let go of these type of attachments. And I'm not saying that I'm there yet, but there's something with like, you have your own paradise, you have your own sanctuary, but definitely, let's do some cards for the love. Oh my God. Did you guys see that? Wow. I mean, that is so cool. I lifted up the deck and the bottom card stayed, and it is the Lovers. I mean, how clear can the universe be? Let's not take any more cards because I'm happy with this. How clear can the universe be? There is love. There is true love. The twin flame. There is some type of love here. And it is with the angel here. The Lover has the angel here showing the divine connection. Some of you definitely have a twin flame. But there is a divine connection, a higher connection, whatever you want to call it. Twin flame or not, you can call it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. It's just concepts. I like this a lot. Yeah, I liked all the readings today. I have to say I resonated with 1, 2, 3. It was like a journey. It started with 1, it continued with 2, and 3. This is like how it ended up. So like really, if you like listening to my readings, or if you have time, you could check, you could read, you can listen to 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So anyways, pile number 3. Please do share your story in the comment section. If you want to, you don't have to. I really enjoy reading your stories. It gives me motivation, because nobody's talking to me when I'm sitting here. It's always nice to see how it resonates. Yeah, see how it resonates. Okay, pile number 3. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.